This episode of Ike's Sermons is brought to you by the Smoke of the Week. Crack your back.
Feeling tied up by your job? Do you dread that Monday morning alarm? Tired of getting dragged by the nose for that sweet raise you'll never get? Crack your back or get your nose back to that grindstone. Crack your back. Tastes like useless sweat and has the aroma of dissatisfaction.
Side effects include, but are not limited to, little to no social life, elevated stress levels, the possibility of going postal, and a false sense of a good work ethic.
Crack your back until you hit that Mega Millions. Work ethic. Nobody has as strong a work ethic as America.
Can I buy weed from you?
Calm down, buddy. That was sarcasm. Don't you know yourself? Americans will tell you how strong their work ethic is. And, a couple handfuls of them do have a really strong work ethic. But remember, this is a country that's wealth, a great part of its wealth, was built upon a forced work ethic on other people due to a lack of its own work ethic. I mean, of course, it was work to go and get slaves, but once you've acquired your self-replicating human tractors, you can kick back and drink mint juleps, and they'll make them for you.
My work ethic is strong. I have 3 jobs.
That's because you're not getting paid a proper living wage at any of them. So you need 3 jobs. I had a short stint as an assistant manager at a very popular gas station. And you should have seen the number of people that come in and spend all their little hard-earned cash trying to hit some big numbers or hit the Mega Millions or the Powerball, and then make jokes when they find out the results. What are the results? The results are go back to work tomorrow. So why are you really buying those tickets? In the hopes that you won't have to go back to work tomorrow? I think so. I mean, you're not trying to hit the Powerball for some supplemental cash, right? Just to have a little spending change on your 1 day off a week. And when you ask them about it, I think most of them were pretty honest. Oh yeah, I'm quitting. If I hit that, I'm quitting. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Fuck work. So much for work ethic. And when I asked about this, there would be a few people that told me,
oh, I wouldn't quit my job. Even if I hit that 400 million, I'm going to keep working because I have strong work ethic.
Now, don't confuse someone's willingness to work so that they can keep food on their table as work ethic. That's necessity. This is America. That's you. You hit that $400 million Powerball. Keep working if you want to. You may want to rethink that position. For one, it's kind of stupid. You You just became filthy rich. And now everybody knows where you work. See you on the way to your car. For another thing, that's very selfish. While you could not ever have to work anymore in your life, or take that money and build your own business and work for yourself, since your work ethic is so strong, while some other poor slob who really needs that job, you could vacate and let them in. But no, you're gonna soak it up because work ethic. I think people like that only hold their work ethic for bragging rights. To brag, to be able to say,
I have strong work ethic.
you're a douche muffin.
Ike, you're just a lazy fucker.
I wouldn't necessarily call me lazy. I just really enjoy doing nothing. So much so that when I'm at home doing nothing and somebody calls up and asks,
What are you doing?
I answer, nothing.
Well, do you want to go?
Fucker, nothing. I'm already doing what I want to do. Not a goddamn thing. I have worked my whole fucking life, and that's not a brag on work ethic. It's been necessity. I started cutting other people's lawns at 9 years old because I need money. I knew what it was like to be poor and in need of money. I got my first payroll job at 15 years old because I needed money. I didn't enjoy sweeping the fucking parking lot. I didn't enjoy buffing the floor or restocking the cooler. I didn't enjoy being accused of stealing a drink that I don't even like because the manager's tax break was going to end and he didn't want to pay me anymore. The whole $5 a fucking hour, because this was back in the 80s, early 80s. Our president, Schmuck à l'orange, claims that wages are too high. And these silly fucks who voted for him, the vast majority of them are on wages. So while you think he's talking about people that work at Burger King or Taco Bell or have these minimum or just above minimum wage jobs, you think those are the only people he's talking about? Because you make $17 or $18 per hour. Per hour means wages, silly. He says you're getting paid too much too. And I posit that you aren't getting paid enough. Even if you're making $18, $19 an hour. I'll bet you that's at least a $23 to $25 an hour job, minimum. But you worried because this other guy wants $15 an hour. He's fighting for his. Why are you fighting against him? Go fight for yours. You fucking cuntosaurus. Cuntosaurus Tampax.
Well, then prices will go up, Ike. Don't you understand?
Wages have remained stagnant for years. Haven't prices still gone up? You poor, simple, ashy-brained motherfucker.
We cut taxes on the rich. They'll create more jobs with that extra income. Jobs that you and me can get. So now we can have 4 jobs instead of 3 or 2, like them lazy fuckers.
Tell Uncle Grandpa to pull his cock out your ass for a second and listen. They got their tax cuts, which means this $1 million, hypothetical number, this $1 million that they're now allowed to keep equals $1 million they're allowed to keep. Why would they create a job when they just got $1 million raise? God. The few that do create a job here and there are creating jobs that you wouldn't even want.
Well, it might be a shit job, but some lazy black guy can have it.
Really? Sure you want to pay him that much? I don't think many people here get to have an occupation that they truly enjoy. All I hear from these working class people is how much they hate their job. I feel you. I hate mine too. Let me ask you, if you hate your job, which means you hate going to work there, how strong is your work ethic truly? Maybe put in some more work in finding a job you really do care about. I mean, that's what you tell other people as you bitch about your job. I mean, according to you, it's so fucking simple, you know? Just click your heels together 3 times and say,
There's no place like work. There's no place like work.
is that why you shut down 15 minutes early? Maybe that's why millennials bitch all the time. Because they got a good fucking reason to.
Well, these young people haven't walked a mile in my shoes. I remember quitting high school in the 10th grade, walking out the door, and I walked down 6 blocks to the GM plant, and I got hired immediately. Why can't they do that?
Well, chuckle fucks, you haven't walked a mile in their shoes either. It's a two-way street.
You know, like a two-way street that was really a one-way street. That you walked 8 miles to school uphill, both ways.
I'm not saying that work is a bad thing. I understand that it's necessary. But are you really satisfied? I mean, are you really satisfied with the work that you do and the end results? I'm not talking about are you satisfied with the amount of money you're making? Are you satisfied being able to take a vacation once every 4 years to Michigan Adventure? The money's important, of course. Are you fulfilled with what you do? I'll bet for most people the answer is no. I say this because if you were truly happy with what you do, actually satisfied, you wouldn't shit on what other people do.
Well, she works at Burger King, and she's 35 years old. Jesus Christ. Those types of jobs are entry level for high schoolers, not for people in their 30s and 40s.
Oh, is that all they are, Jolene? I got a friend I went to high school with who got a job at McDonald's in high school in the 80s. She's still there today. She's made a career out of it and she makes pretty good money. How's that for working up the ladder? Somebody worked their way up in a job you thought was only entry level. Could you repeat what you just said, please? Maybe you should stop spinning the wheels of your brain in the mud of that type of thinking. I'm not saying that every person that gets a job at McDonald's has what it takes to become a high-level manager or CEO or what have you, nor does every person who gets such a job want to make a career out of it. You got to eat in the meantime, right? What I'm saying is, hats off to all the workers. Keep trying to climb higher. Just make sure that you're not climbing on a mountain of shit you've left on your fellow workers, no matter what their job is. Get back to work.
Ike Illfaith Entertainment would like to send much love out to all subscribers and viewers. And a big shout out to my newest subscribers, Neo Zero, Amir Gamzu, thanks for the support, my brother, and my newest Facebook friend, a very funny motherfucker, Meredith Ernst. Get back on stage, buddy. I'll be in the audience. Like, hate, comment, share, subscribe. Ring the bell.